Okay, bring out your notepads. I'll tell you guys who's going to win right now. The big winner of that fight is Dana White and the UFC, dog. They're the big winners, bro. They're the big winners. That's who wins the fight. It's Dana White and UFC. It's a show, you know. Everybody keeps saying it's not good, it's not bad. This guy's coming out of retirement to fight Conor. He came out of retirement. It's not like he's this champion defending these belts and then Conor's jumping in to fight him for a championship. This guy was nothing, you know, like not nothing. You know, Floyd was just chilling, doing his own, and he's like he wanted to come back for an intriguing fight. He got the intriguing fight, and that's what it is.
The heavyweight champ's thoughts on it. Mayweather versus McGregor.
Oh man, that fight, you know, just like Floyd always says, and the saying is that you robbing the bank because it's easy money. You know, I think this is definitely an easy fight for him. Floyd knows it. McGregor, I think he knows it well too. But I think this is more of a money stunt on McGregor's behalf than anything. You know, I really feel that this is a money stunt for him to, you know, everybody that fight Floyd, they think about the money part of it. Some of them feel that they can really beat him, and then you can see them, they go in to really test him, like Madonna did. You know, Madonna was really hungry to beat him. You know, but with McGregor, you know, everybody got a chance. This is fighting. This is comeback. You know, and whoever got the better strategy will win. But you know, this is easy money for Floyd, man.
Does boxing the way it should be done with not getting hit. The point of boxing is not to get hit. So that's why he's the best of all time. He never gets hit. That's great. He takes no risk. No risk. He has zero risk. When you fight a guy like Conor McGregor who believes he can knock him out, has the power to knock him out, he's the bigger guy, he's the faster guy, he's the awkward guy, and you have all this self-belief, and you have the nation of Ireland behind you, I'll take that, man.
There are a lot
I will
of purists.
take that against a guy who's 40, who's just doing it for the money.
Like it's going to be announced, Floyd Mayweather and Conor McGregor. What are your thoughts on that fight?
I think it's bad for boxing. You know, I think there's only one winner, and that's Mayweather. But it's going to be some kind of show. That's going to be.
It's very interesting because you get to really delve deep into what it is that is boxing, and you know, I'd have to right off the bat say very clearly that it's Owen Roddy that deserves credit for putting together the game plan in this fight. I'm playing a role in it, but I've been sitting back watching Owen, and you know, Owen and Conor have been with me since they're 16, 17, coming up with plans and playing around with different martial arts and techniques and strategies, and just kind of watching the two of them bounce off ideas off each other. Whatever it is, 10 or 11 years later, it's a very proud moment. It's a lot of fun
to be part of this and to helping Conor, you know, come up with a game plan and come up with shots that we think are going to work is unbelievable. But at the end of the day, Conor's going to be the one that has to go in and execute it. And for me, there's no better person on earth that can go in and execute a plan like what we're going to come up with and do it on the biggest stage.
Venue.
Yeah, every time, and that's one of the amazing qualities that Conor has. Like, you know, he's an unbelievable athlete. He has an unbelievable ability to work out his opponents and figure them out very quickly. He's got amazing speed and power. He's got, you know, crazy reflexes. But his ability to be able to do that when the whole world is watching on the biggest stage, that's you know, that's amazing. It's unbelievable.
Conor's not skilled enough to box with Floyd. If he fought UFC and then Floyd boxed, then that would be more exciting. Then we'll see how Floyd would handle the kicks to the legs.
I'm sure Floyd would like that.
No, but that's what boxing is about. Conor's not a boxer. You know, he got some amateur boxing skills.
Look, nobody win Mayweather. Nobody. If nobody win many, I think his defense the best. I think, but I think it's just defense, not boxing skills, not combination, not. Yeah, he has a speedy power, but a lot of people knows about his problem with his hands. You know.
In their combat sports, and they're gonna meet.
And they're going to meet at a time where both sports are popping. It's not like the 6 years later when Floyd Mayweather fought Pac-Man. This is something that's been talked about for under 12 months, and they produce. So we will be there. And to be honest, me and Conor ain't really saw eye to eye on a lot of things. At the end of the day, I still want to scrap him. But I'm betting on Conor. You know why?
Why?
I bet $1,000, I win $6,500. Bet $2,000, $13,000. This is freaking combat sports. Anybody got a chance at all times. So I'm willing to lose for the chance to win, because that's crazy that somebody that is that big of an underdog. Like, on paper, you and I can see why. And I think it might go. Who knows? It might go. I might be able to bet $100 to win 1,000. It might be plus 1,000 at the end of the day once people really start putting their analytical hats on this fight and, the style matchup. But I don't know, man. I don't think he's gonna win. But if he proved me wrong, I at least want to cash in on it.
But why?
Well, I think he's a deeper thinker. He has more ability in the ring. He has more weapons. He has more of an arsenal, a vast array of not just punches, but a vast array of ability to put you in bad positions, to make you panic, to make you think one thing and set traps and tell you something else. Also, Conor doesn't have enough experience to even understand when he's being set up for a trap. There's a different way of setting traps in professional boxing as there is in mixed martial arts. There's obviously different traps there too. When they're not fighting in a cage, they're not fighting in a mixed martial arts fight. So there's going to be a lot of things that Floyd's going to be doing that are going to really confuse Conor. And when you're confused and catching punches, it's going to be all the more frustrating. And it's also all the more hurtful, of course. I see Floyd hurting him to the body, actually, and make a statement, he stopped another southpaw to the body with a shoulder.
I think that, as amazing as Conor is at his striking and everything, you still have to think that, we're talking about a multiple world champion, one of the best boxers of all time that's specialized in his sport, specifically for what he does. You have to think that...
Can you speak into that mic? Because I need him to hear this, because he keeps talking about Conor McGregor could beat Floyd Mayweather in boxing.
I didn't say beat. I said could hang in there for 12 rounds.
Oh, well, I don't know, man. I think that boxing, you just can't compare. It's like apples and oranges. As great as Conor looks, he is still fighting, MMA fighters where there's a different style. You're going to put him in a totally different arena and totally different realm. But I would watch it. You would watch it too. You would watch it. Everyone would watch it.
The only way he does not lose and the sport doesn't truly suffer is if he stands up. But that's all he has to do, Colin, is stand up. If he lasts 12, he stands up to the greatest fighter of all time, he wins. So there are ways to win without winning, but I'm not sure if he could stand up for 12 rounds against Floyd Mayweather, because people forget that before the whole Money Mayweather, when he was Pretty Boy Floyd was going out there and he would bang with guys and he was finishing people. So, got to be careful.
You have to know that buying this pay-per-view, it's not going to be a competitive matchup, but it's going to settle all their doubts, on the difference between UFC and boxing. Two different sports with a lot of similarity. It's a combat sport, both are, but boxing is a skillful art that takes years and years and years to really reach your full potential when it comes to that. You gotta learn the skill, you gotta learn the reflexes, the movement. It's just all that. And for a UFC fighter to just come in to a boxing ring and fight the #1 fighter pound for pound on your first fight seems tough. But the doubts will be settled come August.
If you had the opportunity, would you like to face Conor McGregor in a WWE ring?
Man, I take shits bigger than that kid, all right?